Come join, come join. We're live. It's Hot for Food Takeover. Anybody here? Hello? I'm letting people come into the room. Come on into the room. Who's excited? Are you an Atreyu fan? Who's an Atreyu fan? Who's joining because... Yes, queen. Okay, so I brought back Hot for Food Takeover just for whenever I feel like it and the opportunity comes up. Hot for Food Takeover is where normally I am joined by a guest and I teach them or show them to do a recipe with whatever they have in their own kitchen. So they just make up a meal, vegan meal with whatever they have. Today we're going to be joined by Marc McKnight from the band Atreyu. They have an album coming out this Friday called Baptize. So they're celebrating their release week, and this is like one of their unique little press stops. Porter's, I think I'm supposed to call him Porter, not Marc, but he's going to be joining as soon as he sends me a request. And he's vegan, and he loves cooking, and he loves animals. So if you're an Atreyu fan, you probably already know that. View request. Here we go. I'm bringing you in. And so if you're a fan, put some emojis in the comments. Marc McKnight, everybody. Is it going to work? I hope it works. Sometimes this live thing is
it's loading.
A real toss-up. You never know what's going to happen. I accepted
Do I not
your
have
request,
internet?
Porter, so I don't know. Maybe...
What? What?
Let me also pin the title here. Hot for Food Takeover. Can you send the request again? What's going on?
I don't see you. Do you see me?
Sorry, y'all. There he is. Okay, I'm going to send you a request. You see it? Oh, he declined my request. You can see both of you? I can only see myself. Oh no, what's happening? Oh God. Okay, Porter, I can't see you. This is brutal. What's happening? Shit. Hello? Oh my God. Y'all, do we have to start this again? Why can't these things just go smoothly? Why don't these things go smoothly? We could see and hear you both, and then you went away. It was literally working. Frig.
Round
I can only
two?
see myself the whole time. Oh my God. Start over? Okay. Something's weird. Sorry, this has never happened. Instagram's being so glitchy. Okay, I'm going to start over. Don't go anywhere. Okay, I'm closing this.
I can see myself.
In this room. It literally says he's in the room.
And I can see that.
Okay, I'm closing it. I'm closing it. Sorry,
I can see me.
Oh, there you are. Oh my
Hi.
God, what happened?
Technology.
I know, right? How many times has this happened to you where it's like you're probably going to do an interview and it's failing?
A good percentage, especially, you know, with all the new technologies for people these days. But this is my first Instagram live like this alone. I've done it with a band a few times, but so this was new. I'm like, what do I do now? Request?
Oh, okay, no way. Well, okay, welcome. Hi. Now, do I call you Porter or do I call you Marc?
Your preference, really. My parents called me Marc my whole life, but they named me Porter Marco McKnight. When I was 26, I was like, Porter's a way better name than Marc, so I just started introducing myself as Porter. So, yeah. Whatever you want.
No, I'll call you Porter. What do the guys in the band call you?
Porter. Or Marc. It's confusing.
We'll go with
Porter. It's a southern thing, I think. Multiple names. Got it.
Well, welcome to Hot for Food Takeover. This is exciting, especially because you are a vegan. Yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
Long time vegan? How long?
I'd say about 6 years.
Nice.
Give or take. We were on tour in mid 2015, and it was one of those tours that for some reason all you could find was meat, cheese, and bread. And I got home and I was like, I don't want any of that.
Yeah.
So I ate all plant-based for a little bit. And then I started noticing, like, feeling a lot better. My skin was way better. Like, I didn't have any acne or anything, and I just felt great. And then it was around the same time that I met my wife, actually, who has been vegan for even longer than I have. And so I was going to visit her. We were, obviously she wasn't my wife yet then, but we're going to visit her. She's in Germany. So we were there. I was there for about 2 or 3 weeks, and we ate pretty much vegan the whole time. And I was like, this is just way better. So there you go.
And you're a good man because you switch. Not only you felt the difference, but I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure it was like, it's often a deal breaker, especially for vegan women are like, oh, I really want my guy to be vegan.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's like I said, I realized it on my own before I would have maybe been pressured to switch.
Right.
But I definitely do.
I love that. Okay, so you know the deal. Like when we do this, you are cooking. So are you hungry? You're in LA. Like it's not dinner time quite yet, right?
I mean, I can eat it. I'm ready to cook. I'm ready to learn.
Okay, do I see that you have an apron on?
No.
Oh, I thought it looked like you had an apron on. Okay, got it. Oh yeah, black
I wish I was that prepped.
Uniform of choice.
I'm not that prepped. I love cooking.
Yeah.
Mainly like my cooking love came from when I lived in Germany with my wife, and she was, I was doing freelance stuff and working with the band, and she would be at work all day, and I just wanted to treat her to something nice when she got home. So I just really like all these dishes that I'd had in restaurants that I'd loved over the years. I'm like, I'm just going to figure out how to make these things.
Yeah.
And so that's where my love for cooking really came from.
So then you must be very familiar with the style that I do, which is what we basically do on Takeover. Like we just rummage through your kitchen, your cupboards, and we pull out some stuff. And I'm going to be like your chef guide via the internet. And obviously we can collaborate on it, but we just kind of whip something together with whatever you have. So there's no point.
No, I love that. That's what I do anyways. I'm just like, what do we have today? What's going to go bad soon? Let's cook that.
Okay, well, let's get into it, and then we'll talk a bit about the new Atreyu album coming out this week and, whatever else comes up. There's some questions from the fans that they left me as well, so we'll do that. But let's get into it. Let's take us around, like show us what's in your fridge, or if you just want to pull stuff out you were thinking of using.
So I'm at my sister's house, just so you know, in California. I live in Southern Alabama. So it's familiar, but it's moderately foreign to me as well. So we have, can I turn this thing around?
Yeah.
We have avocados,
Love
garlic, habanero. I have some Beyond Burgers thawing out.
Oh, nice.
We have some Brussels sprouts, some broccoli. We got some broccoli action in there, some mushrooms, vegan cheeses, bunch of vegan cheese options, vegan butter, obviously, all the sauces. There's just egg up here. Obviously, this is not only a vegan fridge. We have oat milk.
Well, it seems like you want to eat Beyond Burgers. Are they thawed enough to cook? I mean, I cook them from frozen all the time.
I cook them from frozen all the time anyway.
Yeah, they actually kind of work better. You know what would be sick? If we did like a kind of gourmet burger. Like I was thinking when you showed me those Brussels, like what if we did like a shaved Brussels slaw or something?
I love that. Yeah, I don't have any buns for burgers.
Okay, well
I do have bread. I have Killer Dave's bread, whatever my sister left over here.
Let's see. Oh, so it's like sliced bread?
It's just 2 slices. One of them is the end. That's it.
Well, we can even make it so gourmet that it doesn't have a bun.
Yeah, I mean that's very Californian of us, right?
Yeah, like we'll make it paleo. Is that what it would be?
I know.
Bunless. I like the shaved Brussels. So why don't you get the Brussels out? And I think the habanero, like, are you a spice guy?
I can handle the spice, yeah.
Because it'd be cool to put a bit of that in the slaw.
I'm down.
Or potentially make a sauce with the habanero.
I'm down for either. I've never really make my own sauces from scratch.
I'm the sauce boss.
Oh. Did you just make that up? I like that.
Well, yes. I think someone's called me that at one point. I don't know.
That's not true. I've made a few sauces for a few. We have like a Buddha bowl type dish we make where I make my own sauce for that. But I'm not a sauce boss like you or a sauce king.
Like, do you have like a bullet blender or like do you have some kind of blender there?
We have a NutriBullet.
A NutriBullet is the best thing to make a sauce with. So let's get that out.
Okay, I hid it over here.
Oh, okay.
To have more counter space.
Okay, well, bring it in. guys, if you're just joining us, this is Porter McKnight. He's in the band Atreyu. They've been around for over 20 years. And I was saying before I went live that preparing to speak to you, I got to go back to my youth because you guys have been around for so long. I used to go to Warped Tour and like all these like heavy.
Oh, that's awesome.
I don't know what to call you guys because I know like it's probably very political to like label your music something.
We just
like,
go with hard rock. It's just we're a hard rock band. We don't need metalcore or hardcore or metal, just whatever.
Like I hate the word screamo, but like when I was young, that's what we called like you and like these other bands that I liked, like scream, because there was the screamer in it in the band.
Yeah, that is a term. Not
it's a term. It's not a good term.
It's not a good term.
That's just like what people referred to it as when I was younger.
I always just say hard rock. That's the easiest road.
Rock.
Yeah.
Not like hardcore, because it's like it's harder than hard rock.
It is harder than I say hard rock or metal. That's when I usually, to people that don't know. But I don't go further than that because that's what we are. We're like
someone said I called it screamo too. You've got lots of fans in here. Okay, so we've got our
hi friends.
We could make we could even make the sauce with a base of avocado, which could be kind of cool.
You tell me.
Okay,
I like this.
So do you have citrus? Do you have limes or lemons?
We have lemons and just lemons.
Okay, lemons is fine. So let's get lemons out. Do you have any kind of vinegar or anything?
I do. I have rice vinegar and white vinegar. No, white wine vinegar.
White wine. Let's do some white wine vinegar. That's what I prefer. And
one
then
lemon?
I feel one lemon should be good. Yeah. What kind of stovetop do you have? Do you have an electric or a gas?
Gas.
Oh, great. Because what I was thinking would be if you could char the habanero over the flame.
I can do that.
And you have a pair of tongs? Or like a pitchfork to stab it with? Because you just want to not be like, near the flame.
You think they'd have tongs.
How long have you been at your sister's place?
Just a couple of weeks. We have an album coming out, as you have mentioned, and so I'm out here for that. So it's nice. I lived out in LA for 15 years, and she still lives out here. So when I have band things to do, I stay with her. Mm-hmm. She's in Ontario, so not too far from LA proper.
Ontario, California, not to be confused with where I'm from, Ontario, Canada.
Oh, no way. That's great.
Yeah. But I live
Canada.
in LA now. I've never been to Ontario, California, actually.
You're good. You're good.
Yeah, I don't need to go there.
I have these things that I could. There's like spears, kind of. I could poke it.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, as long as like you can hold it over the flame and kind of turn it. I mean, even a fork would work probably.
Yeah, these things will be good. Strange they don't have tongs.
Okay, well spear or fork. So let's char that up because we need to char it to get it blended. The burgers don't take long to cook.
I don't know. Should I be following me with everything I do?
Kind of, if it's possible. People are gonna want to see what you're doing.
They'd only had these at Sprouts. I was like, why don't you have like a
those are
singles?
Hot? How hot are those?
It doesn't say.
Because I'm not a big hot pepper fan, so I would say just use one.
That's fine.
Just char one. So we're gonna make, Porter's gonna make Beyond Burger, but we're gonna make a fancy bunless paleo burger with, let's call this a habanero cream sauce. And
I'm in.
The base is going to be avocado. He's going to char a habanero right now over an open flame. Watch your beard, because that's a fire hazard.
It really is. You have no idea.
When I cook tortillas over an open flame, I somehow manage to always catch the bottom of my hair, so please be careful. Safety first.
All right, so we have one of these guys.
Yeah. Leave it whole and just start charring it. Yeah, and we'll get some color on it.
My fancy phone holder stand is this really cool old Western mug with a pop socket.
That works. And you can even do like a flip that's good because we can see you doing that. Yeah.
Can you see it?
Yeah. And then I was saying we should do a shaved Brussels slaw. with I don't know what. We'll have maybe rummage your spice cupboard or something.
They have a fair amount of spices.
Okay, because I'm thinking we might want to add
The
something like
stem is just straight up burning. Whoops.
burning. Oh yeah. If I'm not sure, it'd only take a few minutes really to get it blistered. And then we'll put some lemon juice in the sauce. I'm thinking. Oh yeah, I was gonna say if you have spices like which you can check after, like garlic powder or onion powder. Those are good.
We have garlic powder for sure.
Yeah.
I'll check for onion once I'm done burning this thing.
Like a garlic powder is always something good for a sauce. Maybe even, do you think there's smoked paprika?
They do have that, yes.
Nice. That'll be good to add with the hot pepper.
Now, what
And
else is going in there? You said lemon, habanero,
avocado,
avocado. Okay.
the onion powder, the smoked paprika. I'm saying lemon juice, but we'll probably also add a splash of that white wine vinegar that you found.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I like doing, sometimes two acids make it a little tastier.
I love vinegar on everything. That's one of my secret to get that, like, it's a well-rounded taste if there's vinegar, And being from the South, I use a lot of hot sauces, so that usually covers it. But now I've been cooking with a lot of vinegar because not everyone eats the hot sauce,
Totally. Yeah. Vinegar is a key thing, right? You always have to have that like balance of, like acid and heat.
Is it umami? Is that what that taste is to get that
Well, it's so funny, umami is what you're looking for and vinegar helps with that. And I guess because it's fermented, it probably is considered umami, but often you want to also include other things too, right? Like even if you're going to use vinegar, you're probably going to want something like rich in umami, like soy sauce. That looks great. I don't think you really need to do more. You could do a bit more, but
it's up to you.
Maybe just a little bit more.
I'm going to rotate the char.
Yeah.
Ouch.
So we will get to some questions, guys, as well, that people had left them from before, but if you want to put them in the comments, I'll be scrolling the comments as well.
Yeah, I cannot. I see
you don't need to. You're going to have to worry about cooking.
But I can't read them. Thank you, Fox. I appreciate that. I think my wife is here too. Julia McKnight is in there somewhere. I saw Nico. Hi, Jessica as well.
Nice. And someone asked if you're vegan or vegan curious. You said you're vegan. Been vegan for 6 years.
Yes, in all honesty, there's times where I've tried other things for culture's sake when traveling, but I do not ever cook with anything that is not plant-based, or I don't use animal products at all, and I cook about 90+% of my meals. So I am very, 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 very vegan. But like I said, every once in a while, I can't say I'm 100% strictly vegan. You know what I mean?
I would still say you're vegan. Like people want to argue about these semantics, but
I mean, I wear a leather belt. I have Doc Martens on, so some people get militant about it. But
yeah, I know.
For all intents and purposes, yes, I'm vegan.
All right, so you've charred your pepper?
Charred up.
All right, so let's get out the bullet. And for that pepper, again, I'm going to leave this up to you, but I don't know about blending the whole darn thing with all the seeds. Like maybe you want to de-seed it a little bit.
I usually will de-seed these when I make it for like my guacamoles.
Yeah.
I don't have enough counter width to get everything.
It'll be too hot if you put all the seeds, but
yeah, that would be really hot. I think. Agreed. So
now, are you feeding anyone else, or is it just you?
Just me.
Okay, so we're just making maybe one, maybe two. You might end up. It's impossible to cook one serving often. You end up making you'll have extra sauce.
I'm totally fine with leftovers.
Yeah, you'll have extra sauce for something else, and usually with sauces you want to make more than 1 or 2 servings, anyways. So yeah, we're gonna make this habanero avocado cream sauce. Again,
I'm de-seeding off screen right now. You guys don't need to see this.
That's okay.
You don't need to see the guts of vegan cooking, guys. It's just nasty.
Watch your finger. Now these habanero, I hate even cutting jalapenos. I always burn my hands.
Oh yeah, that's a thing.
Just part of the process. And if you guys have never seen what I'm doing before, I've done a few of these overs with people, different.
Just in here?
Yeah. And we just make up a meal like wow. Okay, so I would say a whole avocado in there.
I got the lemon squeezer.
Nice.
I have 3 avocados. Just one whole guy?
I just think one whole one. Okay. Yeah.
My sister's old house used to have an avocado tree.
Oh, lucky.
And it was just the avocado tree in the back, lemon tree in the front, and you're like in heaven.
That's all you need.
What is your method for not opening, but getting this out? Do you spoon scoop? Do you slice and scoop?
Well,
What is
since
your
we're
method?
blending, I would just fork the whole thing in there, like scoop it with a fork or a spoon and just put it in.
So I've seen some people where I like having a quote unquote chef around because they peel off the edge, you know?
You can
Like
do
they
that, and that's
peel
only,
it.
well, that works when it's like at its most perfect ripeness.
It doesn't always work. You're right.
Doesn't always work, no. So scooping is usually you can get all the flesh out. And if there's any gross parts, you can get rid of those parts. Now, Porter, I'm a self-taught cook, so I've been doing this for a while, but I am self-taught.
Cool. Same.
But I've gotten more comfortable with calling myself a vegan chef because I feel like at this point I've done well more than 10, 20,000 hours. So I feel like,
You're a master then at 10, right? That's the theory.
Someone said, how long have you been growing your beard? How long have you been growing your beard?
This beard, I haven't been clean shaven since I was 15, so well over half my life.
Wow.
But this beard is 11 years old.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't like being clean shaven. I don't like having a neck.
Head, beard.
Yes.
All right, so let's start with half of the lemon juice.
Second, there's a dog that wants in. There you go, little buddy.
Now,
Hi.
Did you bring your pets? Where are your pets?
No, my pets are in Alabama home with my wife.
Yeah.
So yeah, I miss them. But I have Carl and Scraps here, which are my sisters.
Carl and Scraps.
Here's Carl.
Oh, hi, Carl.
He likes to bark a lot.
Hey, Carl.
And then Scraps is somewhere.
Is Scraps a dog or a cat?
She's a dog, yeah. She's named after the patchwork girl from Wizard of Oz for my niece. Oh. Yeah, because her nickname was Scraps. But to be fair, she lives up to her name. She's just this scrappy little thing, and she's great.
Yeah. I love it.
Lemon?
Pets. Yeah, half a lemon juiced.
Do you have any pets?
I have a cat, Snickle, which I'm sure the people may want to see. You're gonna want.
Snickle?
You like cats? Yeah. You have a cat.
I love cats. We adopted a cat in December named Shadow. I think it was December.
Look at Snickle.
Oh wow, cute. Hi, Snickle. So calm.
He's
how old?
He's an old guy. He's 17.
Dang.
I know. He had to go to the vet this week. He had some little issue, but it's okay because he's old. But he's fine.
We had a cat named Polly that when I was 19, she was 22.
Okay,
she just sat on top of the hot water heater.
Every cat, I know so many cats now, including yours, that have lived to 22 because my goal is for Snickle to live to like 21, 22.
That's a solid goal. My wife is already casting all of the rituals and hexes to get our dog to live to be 22. She's the best dog. Pour this in?
Yeah. And then look, yeah, that looks great. Yeah, half the lemon juiced, and then we may want to add more. The onion powder, the smoked paprika. So
I have garlic powder here.
I mean, garlic powder's fine.
There we go. I have actual garlic if we need that too.
Well, what would you prefer? Would you prefer fresh garlic?
I'm fine with just the powder, just for time's sake. I think it's just as fine.
Let's do powder.
Smoked paprika is here. I don't see onion powder though.
That's fine. Garlic.
I have actual onion if we want that.
Let's leave that for maybe our slaw.
That's a good idea.
Is it red onion?
Smoked paprika. Oh, there is just dust in there though.
Oh, You know what we can do? Why don't you just put some water in, a little splash of water, and shake it out?
That's not a bad idea. They also have regular paprika if we want that.
Well, I thought the smoky flavor might be nice. See, I'm such a frugal person that I would do that with the water and then put it in.
We would too.
Yeah.
We would too. In my house. I won't tell my sister I did this. She's not watching. Just pour this guy in?
Yeah. I mean, it's just going to give a bit of a smokiness, not a lot, but yeah, and then some garlic powder. Like, again, you probably want to eyeball, but like a nice good. I like to. Oh, way more than that, I think. Is there not much coming out?
No, there's a good amount coming out. That was
okay. Start with that.
I think so. Can you see it? No, you can't really see it in there, but
Start with that. What else did I say? Oh, and a splash of that vinegar. And
rice or white wine? I'm assuming
white wine. White wine. And then
fresh bottle.
Did you have cilantro or something?
I do, yeah.
Oh, let's put cilantro.
How much of this in there?
Okay, like, is there a hole at the top?
There is a little, like,
yeah, okay, so it won't come out too fast. So just, like, maybe, like, 2 shakes. 1, 2, yeah. And then maybe we'll add more, but start with that.
I may have put an extra in because I love vinegar.
Yeah, that's okay. Of course. I mean, ultimately, you can only taste it, not me.
It's true. I'm going to mail it to you. I'm going to put it in an Uber and it'll drive to you in LA.
Often I try to recreate whatever we make here in an actual recipe for people. So I think I like the sounds of this sauce for sure.
Okay. I'm going to rewatch this if it's good. I'm kidding.
So far, we've never made anything bad.
Ooh, I like that sound. Or the sound of that.
Yeah.
See if this is better. It's a little bit more kitchen space.
That looks good. Yeah, so I would get a nice small handful of cilantro in there. You know, like a 1/4 cup-ish.
Like a yay?
Yeah, that looks good. And salt. We need salt and pepper, or at least just
Would
salt.
you like regular Morton's iodine? We have Laurie's seasoning, and we also have this stuff that I have from the South where I'm from called Kaneka seasoning salt. And there's a sausage company that I used to eat, obviously, that has the best I've ever had in my entire life, besides in Germany, of course. But their seasoning salts are amazing. So this is really good too.
Let's
it's
do
like
that.
Laurie's, but better.
So there's other stuff. What's that? What else is in it?
It has salt, garlic, and spices. They're not very. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Because it's gonna be good.
You put garlic in, but I don't think it's gonna hurt it to put more seasoning.
I can just do basic if you want.
No, I would. If I was making it, I would use that.
All right.
So
how much?
I don't know. How fast does it come out? Oh, yeah. Start with that.
Okay.
Okay. Now you probably need a splishy splash of water, but not a ton, right? Because does it look like there's not enough liquid in there?
Yeah, there's just a tiny bit of liquid in there.
Like,
and that's mostly paprika water.
Yeah, go just like a bit of water, and then, because I don't want it to be too thin. And then we can always add more. Yeah, start with that and blend that, see what happens.
Okay.
I'm so glad you have this NutriBullet. Guys, if you're watching, this is the best thing to make sauces in.
It's funny because for the last year, essentially when the pandemic started, I started doing with my best friend, who is an actual chef. He's amazing. We lived together and he ran a catering company. It was the best treat ever. Wow. But we had been working for NutriBullet, doing we redid their entire online website in the US, which then went out to the rest of the world. Yeah. So I've been constantly working for this, and we only got one, I'd say about 4 months ago, and they are awesome. And my sister got one about the same time, and she makes smoothies and stuff every day, sauces, everything. So I agree is my point.
Yeah, it ups the sauce game for sure.
Camera, does it matter?
Well, no, it doesn't matter. You're just gonna have to show it to me after.
I'll do it on camera. I think I can do this.
Okay. Yeah. Nice. Guys, we're making a habanero cream sauce with avocado, lemon juice, white wine vinegar, garlic powder, some southern seasoning that Porter loves, and a bit of water and a bit of smoked paprika. Is that what's in there? And cilantro.
That is all.
Go.
Yes, that is correct. Low? What am I doing here?
I don't know. Just blend it. You want it to be smooth. Oh, looks like we'll need more water.
Looks like it needs liquid, huh?
But do we add more lemon juice? Yeah.
Come to me with a good time.
I think add the rest of the lemon personally.
Let me get the seeds out of there.
There's a whole inside convo happening in the chat here. Like, hey Fox, it's Crimson from Discord. Hope you're well.
I have a Twitch channel, and so those are a lot of people from my Twitch world.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, that's Fox and Crimson as well. It is fun. They're wonderful people. I started doing that in December, and I really enjoy it. It's probably no offense to the current social media platform that we're on, my favorite version of social media. It's just so positive and so uplifting, and like these people have made me a better artist and human being just by like what we get up to. We have like art Wednesdays, and I've explored a lot of different avenues of my art that I never really even showed anyone before, besides, you know, my wife Julia or some friends. It's just so cool. We made this t-shirt together on there, and
Wow.
yeah, there's just a bunch of wonderful people.
That's incredible. I don't think I realized what a community, I mean, I know it's popular. I just haven't myself explored it. So that's amazing.
I honestly suggest it. Like,
Yeah.
the amount of anxiety I go through to make like one single post on Instagram, I don't have any of it. Like, it's just, and it's such a wonderful world. And you, I mean, being someone that likes to cook and likes to just be like, what are we going to make today? Like,
Right.
you can just go on Twitch once a week and have a world there. It's really cool. And then Discord is something that supports Twitch. It's kind of like, oh, sorry, dog.
Yeah, it's like a chat board type.
Like a message board, but way more elaborate. All right, we're going back.
Kind of
not very saucy.
No, I know. Are we gonna have to go more water?
I think so. Like I said, I've never really made my own sauces, but just
that's okay. You're
based on
learning
eating them, it's not really saucing. So
no, okay,
hang
well,
it up there.
bang that down and then add some more water.
You got a good suction going on there.
It's hard for me to know because I'm not there looking at it, but go for at least what you put in before and maybe half of the amount more.
It smells really good.
Good, okay. It looks like you're going to have somewhat of a green burger then. It's going to be a green sauce on the bottom, burger, Brussels
It's essentially
sauce.
my guacamole recipe. But
we're going to thin it out.
Yeah. There we go. Now we're saucing.
Ooh, you know what would be good in it? Nutritional yeast. Did that work?
It worked.
Do you have nutritional yeast?
Not here.
Okay. Now, give it a taste, but I'm thinking you might need more of that seasoning powder since we diluted it so much.
That's a good point.
You tell me. And is it smooth? I want it to be smooth like a, you know, like a
It smells really good. You can really taste the habanero, that's for sure. Yeah, a little more salt.
Okay. Is the habanero overpowering everything?
No, it's just there's a kick in there. And it's really nice and citrusy. The vinegar I can taste.
Okay.
I'm going to put a little bit of just regular Lawry's in there.
Okay.
All the salts.
As long as it's a pourable consistency, then it's good.
It's going to be, I don't know if I can make it. You see it. Like it pours.
Yes, okay.
Shoot. Well, that was real close. Well, I just have to
taste it.
That was
real close, but we didn't lose any of it. Yeah, I think you can blend it harder to get it really smooth. Is it really smooth?
Okay. It's smooth, but not really smooth.
But not really
let's get it really smooth.
Really smooth. Can you hear me when that's happening? I'm not sure. No, he can't. Okay. We're on a sauce break. Let's see if I can pull up one of these questions.
Okay. I just love how easy sauce is. I don't know why I thought it was harder than that. I thought there was more involved.
No, it's just throwing stuff in the NutriBullet until it tastes
I think I've always wanted to make like a lot of vegan cheeses and stuff like that, which always just seems like you got to soak cashews for 36 days outside in the shade or something. Like it always seems so intense.
No, Porter, you can make my famous queso cheese sauce without cashews in that NutriBullet.
I'm gonna need that recipe.
Yeah, I'll make sure you get it.
Thanks. All right.
So is that
sauce
good?
Done.
Does it
taste
taste good?
Great. Oh, I didn't taste it.
You didn't taste. You're always gonna taste. Make sure it's enough seasonings.
I think so.
It's more up to you at this point. Like, if you think it should be tangier, we can add more vinegar. If you think it should be saltier, like if it's not tasting tasty enough, often that is a lack of salt.
Put a tiny bit more salt in.
Okay, yeah.
And then I think I'm good. Because it's really tasty. It's tasty already, but there is missing that element.
Yeah.
And I agree. Like, that's usually the thing you add after you've added everything else, and you just make sure.
You know, do you think it could use a little bit of sweetness?
I'm not against that.
Because it could, if you have some, I mean, really anything. You could put a splash of maple syrup. You could put as little spoonful. Yeah.
Agave?
Yeah, do just a little squeeze of that, because that might also counteract the heat element. You know, like maybe just, yeah.
More?
Maybe just like one drip more. Like that, yeah.
It's funny, I didn't even think to turn on the AC. And now I'm literally hot for food.
You're
I'm like literally, I turned it on right as it started. I was like, oh, I should do this because
you're sweating for food. Well, wait, so
I am.
you need to go turn it on?
No, I turned it on right as we started, but it's just like taking its sweet time. All right, we're back on.
I think people are concerned about our timeline, but I have a plan, y'all.
Concerned about what?
I think people are concerned about the time we're taking just to make a sauce, and they're worried we're not going to finish the rest of the meal, but I have a plan.
Okay.
So, not to worry. Okay, now make sure it tastes okay again. Always got to be tasting along the way. I'm just drinking some tea, y'all. Some flavored tea.
Lovely. Oh, yeah. It needed the sweetness. That was amazing. Okay.
Great. Okay. So, what would you normally cook your burger in a pan?
Yeah. Just for ease, definitely going to go with pan. Have you tried, this is my favorite thing ever. Have you tried these Only pans?
I want to try. Is it really good?
It's my favorite pan I've ever had in my entire life. And I think I could cook anything in it that I cook at least. And I bought one for my sister. My wife and I bought one for my sister and her husband as like, you know, here you go. Here's a Christmas gift. But also it's like when we're there, we get to use it.
Yeah, I've been, you know, I get shown the ads for it every day on Instagram, and I've been like, should I get it? I don't know.
It's worth it. It's worth it. You could probably reach out and they would hook you up.
I probably could.
Most likely knowing you.
Would you eat two patties? Like, would you do a double decker type thing, or are you like a one patty guy?
If it's in with, no, probably one patty right now.
That's fine. Just curious. Okay, because I'm thinking what we can do is cook the patty and also just slightly saute the shaved Brussels all in the same pan so that we can save time. So if you have a grater, you can shave the Brussels, or you can just, if you're good with a knife, I would just thinly slice them like a shaved Brussels.
I am pretty good with a knife, and I don't know where their grater is, so I think that's our only option.
Okay.
How much do you take off of them?
I usually just take off the first layer of leaves. If they look weird, if they don't even look weird, I usually just leave them.
This one looks a little weird, so.
Okay, and trim off the little stems. And
yeah, I usually get the end of it off, and then I take out the first layer.
Yeah, and we'll just make enough for like you. Like, we don't have to do a whole ton because you can use these for something else then after, for another day. So probably just for the one thing, like, I mean, you want to eat a good, like maybe you want like 8 cut up Brussels. Are they big?
That sounds, they're fairly big, yeah.
Yeah.
Medium to big.
And do like, you know, like a thin, finely chopped, I would call it.
Scoops this cutting board over a bit. Let me see if I can get this.
And while you're cutting, you can tell me all about what are exactly the launch.
Can you see the cutting board or no?
Yeah, I can see some of it. Yeah.
Okay.
So Baptized come out on Friday. You've come to LA to like do promo and stuff. So what do you guys have planned? Like, do you actually get to do stuff in person or?
Well, no. Yes and no. On Friday, we have, speaking of Twitch, started our own Twitch channel. Which is pretty cool. We're excited about that. We'll have a lot of, our guitarist. That's not good to moving around there. Why are you moving around? Our guitarist will be playing some guitar on there. Our singer plays guitar as well, and we'll be doing some singing stuff. We'll have our drummer playing some stuff. We'll be playing games, doing art. Like I'll design T-shirts for people, and it's gonna be fun. I'm really excited for that to start for us. And so on Friday, which is the release day, we are doing a stream starting at 1 p.m. Central Time. We're gonna have a lot of guests on that were, part of our record and part of our career. And then focus, have to play instruments. And we'll be doing an acoustic session with some of our new record on there, which is something we've never done. We've never in our 20 years really done an acoustic thing. So we are really excited for that. And so we'll be doing that. We're going to do a playthrough of the album. And then we're going to have a streamer named Young Gun who does a lot of, he plays guitar on his streams. Yeah. He does really well for himself, and he's going to be playing our album all the way through as well. So be the first person to have access to that.
And is this going to be like a whole day type of stream?
Yeah, a good amount of time. Yeah, for sure.
Cool. Yeah. Well, all of you, I'm sure, in the chat here will be there if you're a fan of the band Atreyu. Baptized comes out Friday, don't forget.
And we actually just announced today that we were added to this event. There's a Twitch channel and an organization called Space Zebra that are having an event on Thursday that's like a 6-hour plus event with all these different people in the music industry talking and interviewing, and then we are going to be playing an acoustic set for that as well. So
nice.
More release stuff this week,
Is it that acoustic is mainly just easier to do when you're doing these sort of internet virtual events?
Well, should I be, I chopped it all this way. And
let's size. See.
Should I make it smaller?
Show me some more. I mean, it doesn't really matter. That's good. It's going to cook as long as it's small enough that it'll cook fast.
I think it is. I'm going to chop it just a little bit. A little more choppy chop. Okay.
Now, what type of onion did you have? Red or white?
Yellow.
Yellow onion. Okay. Well, I think we can put some onion in. Do you like onion on your burger? Or I was thinking.
I love onion on everything. It's one of my favorite things.
So let's do some onion rings. Like let's cut them like rings, and then those can go in the pan too.
Sounds good.
It's almost like a one pot burger.
I usually cook everything in one pot. Like most of my meals, I love broccoli. Yeah. I'm a huge broccoli guy. And sorry, I can't be at a distance where my face and cutting happens. I really do apologize to everyone just getting beard and arm. Most of my things start with onion and then the Beyond Burger, and then I put in some broccoli, and that's like the main base. And then I sauce it, or we do rice or noodles or neither. And everything kind of revolves around that. You can put in cheese or not. You can make it, more of like an Asian style or not. It's fun.
Yeah, it's like
I don't really ever cut it this way.
Right?
Yeah, more or less. It's kind of my go-to. And broccoli's really good for you too. But I had Brussels sprouts here. I love Brussels sprouts, asparagus, all that sort of stuff as well. I don't ever cook like onions like this. So I'm going to...
Careful now. I just thought it'd be nice if they just go in the pan flat, and then the Brussels can almost go on top of them to steam.
I like that idea too. I'm going to go one more layer here.
Get everything in one. Now, do you have any slices of vegan cheese we can put on this?
I do. I have the Violife Parmesan and the Mykonos Farmhouse Cheddar.
How is that Farmhouse Cheddar Miyoko's? Yeah.
Good. It's not bad. If it's shreddy, it doesn't melt as well. But I've been putting this cheddar on my. I make sandwiches sometimes for lunch. That's with the Alpha chicken patties.
Oh yeah.
And it works. Yeah, chicken and cheese is strange, but it's vegan. You can do what you want.
I actually think we should do Parmesan because this is a fancy paleo burger. So everything fancy. Habanero, avocado, parmesan, Brussels. I feel like it's like fancy burger stuff.
This stuff is probably the best of the like sliced brick
Yeah,
cheese, vegan
it's
cheese.
so realistic.
It's really good. I'm gonna have a slice now just because.
Yeah, snack away, and you can slice it like that. I'm thinking, or if you have a peeler, it would be great to just like do some thick parm, chunks for something. I think they should just go on top. Like I'm picturing we do burger, Parmesan flakes, onions, Brussels slaw.
I love that. I don't think they have anything like that.
Okay, well, like I guess just do it with the knife, as thin as you can.
As thin as I can.
You know?
Okay. All right.
Because there's no grater
put things on here.
Yeah, let's.
No, well, I know they have one. They love cheese. I just don't know. Oh, hold on. Grater. So I could use the side of this.
Yeah, use that. Yeah, I love that. The thick blade, the one blade on the side of the grater.
Okay, so pan's here.
Okay, so heat it up over medium.
We have oil. Do you use oil at all?
Again, coconut? Up to you. I don't, because those burgers I find are quite oily.
They are. They really are. The Beyond ones do well with that.
Yeah. So, and it's a non-stick pan, so I just go right in, and we can use the residual burger oil to put the onions in that and cook those.
So what order do you put it in?
So let's go burger now, because how frozen are they?
No, I took it out at maybe 30% frozen.
Okay, let's put the burger. So go medium high, put the burger in.
I kind of want both of them now.
You do? Okay, that's fine. Let's do both.
We have enough of this.
I think we can do it all in
medium high, you said?
Medium high, yeah. Yeah, put them both in then. And what we'll do is, like, when you flip the burgers, put the onion down and then put the burger on top of it.
Oh, wow.
Then the onion will get kind of browned and smushed into the burger.
I like that idea.
Okay.
So I'm going to let these cook for a minute.
Yeah.
Then put in the onions. Okay.
Before you flip, right? So that the onion's over top of
flip on top of it.
Yeah, and then what we'll do, and if you can kind of, when you flip them, do you think there'll be enough room in the pan to have the two burgers and then put the Brussels shaved on the side?
Yeah.
And then maybe
100%.
What we'll do is put a lid on just to get some steam going once the Brussels are in. Nice. Okay, let me throw this question up here just so people can see. It's from a fan from earlier. What is your favorite vegan restaurant?
Ooh, good question. Gotta let the dog out. All right, Carl, you go out there. Come on, outside. I'm not going with you. I'm busy. Have fun. That's a good question. There's a place in Silver Lake called, is it Bouillon Thai? Bouillon Thai?
I'm near my computer and I need to look this up because I've never heard of it.
I think it is Bulan Thai.
Bulan Thai. Bulan Thai. Why have I never heard of this? Yeah, Bouillon Thai Vegetarian Kitchen.
They have a lot of really good vegan options there. My wife and I have been there a few times. They have a really good, I love orange chicken, that like dish. So that's where I go to get my orange chicken fix. That's the first thing off the top of my head. That's like,
really good I'm going to go get this tonight when we're done this stream.
Are you close to it?
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm jealous.
Wow, I just love.
There's also.
Oh, am I close, or did it say it's? Maybe I went here a long time ago. It said it's on Santa Monica. Maybe I'm not close to it.
No, it's like that weird where Santa Monica meets. It's at the very end where it like meets up with Sunset, I think, right? And then there's a place called it's not a full vegan restaurant. A place called Night Market, and it's a Thai place as well. I apparently love Thai food.
I love Thai food.
That has vegan options, and they can make a lot of things vegan. And that's probably my favorite restaurant on the West Coast.
That's in WeHo. And there's a Silver Lake.
No, there's the Silver Lake one that I've been to both, and they just opened in Vegas as well. But
darn, that one's closed Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
That place is really good, and they make like a crispy fried rice that they can do vegan as well, and they have a vegan larb that's amazing.
Ooh,
It's
okay.
really, really, really good.
Wow, thank you for that. I'm bookmarking that. That looks great.
Yeah.
There's still so much I haven't explored out here. I've only lived here for about a year and a half, so.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, even in the past few years, there's just so many vegan options. It's silly.
It's like vegan heaven out here.
It really is. That's why I cook so much in Southern Alabama. My bad. In Southern Alabama, it's because there's nowhere to go. Like, you can get French fries at pretty much everywhere. That's the only vegan option, you know? And even sometimes they're like, these are in duck fat. You're like, cool, man.
Oh, I hate when they make fries in duck fat. Like, what is the point of that?
Well, I mean, I get it if you eat meat. It's probably really good, but come on, help us out.
So you've got the onions going on the underside?
It's a funny face.
Nice. I'm thinking,
no, not yet. I put it down for a moment.
Sure,
I'll flip. It's almost ready to flip.
Okay, great. The names of the restaurants again were Night Market and Boulon Thai Kitchen for the person.
Yeah, like I said, Night Market is not like 100% vegan. So it's not like the answer to what's my favorite vegan restaurant, but it's really, 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 really good.
Julia's being extra helpful in the comments. Thanks, Julia. She's helping.
What is she saying?
Oh, she's just
great.
answering a lot of people's. She's actively engaging in the conversation.
She's wonderful. Hi, lovely. Hi, lovely human. All right, I'm adding this slaw, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. I want to see how much there is.
Well, there's a lot. There's plenty.
Because it'll shrink down, and I'm sure you'll just eat it all. Nice. Okay, so let's season the Brussels with some salt and pepper, or if you want to go seasoning salt and pepper, whatever.
A little bit of that. Where is their pepper? It'd be good to find.
Yeah, some ground black pepper. It's funny because most of the questions from people that I got are about vegan stuff, not about music stuff.
That's quite all right. That is quite all right.
Do you find that you end up talking about this a lot in interviews, or do people not really know?
What? That I'm vegan?
That you're vegan.
Yeah, it's not really like a known thing. I don't hide it by any means, but
yeah.
Let's see if this works. I think they're kind of broken. Nope. Yep, that's working, sort of.
Some ground pepper on there.
Yeah, it's not something that comes up in most interviews because we're talking about band things.
Yeah.
But I think that's one of the things we've tried to do with this record is, I mean, it's our 8th album, and we've tried to just branch out to different avenues. And so we kind of made a list for our management and our press people, like, this is what we're into. Mm-hmm. And then they went out and did it and found a lot of different places like this. So
like hot
it's fun.
Food. Yeah, and I was totally into it because I used to do
cover, right? Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, cover it up just to get some steam in there. I was totally into it. I had time to do it too, but I used to interview artists and bands for a living, and now this is like my second career, like doing vegan food stuff. So it's cool when it can cross over and like mesh together.
Absolutely.
I always found like veganism was always a big thing in like the scene. Like people were straight edge and people were vegan, and like I wasn't at that time. I came later in life, but that's sort of what my exposure to veganism was always through bands.
It was very militant for a while.
Yeah, before it was. Yeah. That's why.
That's funny because I wasn't either of those things, and now I haven't drank in a couple of years, and I eat pretty much vegan. Before then, I was drinking and eating all the meats. But I'm not militant by any way, shape, or form.
Ryan's asking if anyone else in the band is vegan.
No.
You have had no influence on them.
No. Our guitarist Travis will often pick the vegan vegetarian option with me. Yeah. And everyone can eat that way. Our other guitarist Dan actually started eating that. Should I like move these around?
So did you flip the burgers onto the onion?
Yes.
Okay.
But I'm thinking, because most of the burger goodness is on the right side of the pan and the slaw is on the left, should I do like a little rotation station? Is that a bad idea?
If you can without like ruining the burger sticking or anything.
Well, the burger's on the onion, so it's gonna slide.
Okay. Yeah, as long as it doesn't like break or anything.
And I'm gonna scooch this over here. That's the only thing with with Instagram is I can't have like the nice overhead camera setup without help.
It's okay. People understand. This is not a high production.
Yeah.
That's the kind of fun thing about doing this is it's casual. It's not a big production to do.
Yeah, I didn't know what to expect. I did, intentionally buy a couple things for the kitchen. And I thought I was showing you a recipe, and I'm like, oh goodness, what can I do that's just something that's like outside the norm and not just putting stuff in it? Okay, I can make a chili that's really good. I can do like a curry that's really good.
You thought you were showing me how to cook? No.
I thought it was almost like a challenge, and then yeah.
Well, it's kind of like
this better. I like
yeah,
this better.
It is a challenge because it's a challenge for me to not make you something disgusting because I'm like doing it intuitively. And then it's a challenge I find every time I do this with somebody, they always learn something, like they're always learning something new. Like you said, I don't normally make sauces like this, and I guarantee you now you're going to be making sauces that thing all the time. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I would just put someone else's sauce that I found and liked on things.
Right. Right. I just love making homemade sauces because you can customize them, and then often if they're mayo based or something, you can use vegan mayo. They last a while. So
I think that's also the nice part about veganism is just the lack of bacterium in your foods. You don't have to nearly worry as much.
Like food safety is like pretty much a non-issue.
I'm so not used to cooking on gas. I'm going to turn that down a little bit.
Oh yeah, it's much faster and hotter. So
it's a whole other realm. I feel like.
What is it doing?
I feel like the bottom of the burgers aren't crispy because of the onion. Should I give them a little bit of time on their own?
Because I feel like they will get crispy. I think right now it's just releasing the juices.
Great.
And how's the top side? Did that side get good and cooked?
See, this is.
Or what was the bottom?
So the top side is here, and it's getting a little bit darker over there.
Okay. Oh, and keep your eye on the Brussels. Are they already done? You don't want to overdo them.
They're pretty good. That's why I'm like, what's next?
Right. Okay. So let's I guess we can start. Okay, get out a plate. Yeah, because I want you to keep those Brussels nice and green and still with a little crunch to them. So let's get out a plate, and we're going to be fancy. So you're going to do one of these fun little spoon splash things on the plate with the sauce.
It's a pretty like deserty, westerny sort of plate.
It's a great plate. So you know what I'm talking about? Like a real chefy swirl?
I do, yes. Where am I putting these on here?
Oh, wait, don't do that yet. You're going to do sauce first.
Oh, sorry.
I think they'll be okay.
They will.
So get a big spoon or like a decent sized spoon, regular spoon, and then put it on the plate and then do a swirl.
Can you hear Carl yelping in the background?
Oh no.
It's really funny because naming a dog a human name, and when you're like, "Hey Carl."
Yeah.
Quit your yapping, Carl. All right. I got a spoonful.
Okay, you're going full artistic, like your own interpretation of what I'm telling you to do here.
Do you just want like one line across it? Or like, am I Jackson Pollocking this thing?
Yeah, like pour like a circle, and then you'll take the spoon and smush it like a swirl.
A swirl.
Like
okay.
Like what's that shape called? Like the ugly wallpaper uses that shape.
Oh, I did not do a good job.
Paisley.
Oh, I have an idea.
Paisley shaped.
This is very paisley shaped. Oh, I yelled jokingly, and he's like, wants to come back inside.
He thinks you're talking to him, poor Carl. Yeah, kind of teardrop, but like someone saying teardrop spiral circle paisley shape. Oh, wow, that's perfect.
It didn't go far enough across the plate, so I was like, I need a yin and yang this thing.
Oh, that's like way nicer than I was expecting it to look. Okay, so then put the Brussels in the center if you can.
In the center, okay.
Yeah. Like try to keep it in the center of those swirls. Look at him.
Nope. I ruined him.
It's okay. If it gets messy, it doesn't matter.
Nope. I was like, oh yeah, I can do this. I'm an artist as well as a musician. Nope. No.
I love it. Everyone's like yin and yang, apostrophes.
Yeah, apostrophes is great. Okay, I'll turn that down a smidge. Yeah, this kind of just plopped on there.
Oh, that's okay. That still looks nice. We can still see the sort of one swirl on the side.
It's nice
Ooh.
enough.
And then how much longer do you think the burger will be?
I would say it's good.
Oh, okay. So then how about you do, I'm trying to, how do we make this look? Is that all the Brussels on there?
No, there's a little bit more.
Okay. So how about you go one patty with the onion in the middle, then some parm, then the other patty with the onion on the top, and then more parm, like a double layer. Well, and put the rest of the Brussels on, and then we'll put the rest of the Brussels on the very top.
Wait, parm then onion or onion then parm? Parm then
Like
onion.
burger, onion, parm, burger, onion, parm.
Burger, onion, parm. Got it.
This is the fanciest thing that we've ever made on this series.
For real?
Yeah, usually we make, like, what have we made? Well, we've made some good pastas, but they're just very, like, comfort food, one pot. They're not, like, I like that we're doing some plating technique. Wow.
So that's one. No parm yet. We're going to parm it up.
If you think you'll eat two, we'll plate the two, but even that alone looks pretty nice as it is.
It does look pretty good.
Do you want to just plate the one and you can just eat the second one by yourself, like, after?
Yeah, I think if we have it'll be a mountain if we have the, oh yeah, we have this thing. I don't know that. Hold on.
Yeah, do like grated little, like, you know, wisps.
That's too wispy. That's too wispy.
No, I like that. I like that wisp.
I'm going to eat that wisp. Stuck to my finger. That's what you get.
Do you think the guys how come they're not watching?
I think they're actually practicing.
Oh.
I'm headed right after this to go to Orange County and practice.
Oh, cool.
That one is not as wispy as I wanted. That's a little too thick. It doesn't look right.
It doesn't look right? Oh, well, I'm sure it looks...
No, I was kidding. I'm kidding with the...
You're like, this is destroyed. It's trash.
Here you go, Carl. I'm going to turn that off.
And then if you have, like, the rest of the Brussels, you could just sprinkle those on the top. And if you have, like, a little sprig of cilantro, you can put that on the top.
Well, that's always a nice end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the spatula is very flat, so doesn't lend to grace.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. But that's a great thing to make a roux with. That's a roux spoon.
Ah, I love a good roux.
So that you can push the flour and the butter.
So close to Louisiana.
Yeah, you can do the pushing in the pan with that thing.
Both my sister and my mom make great jambalaya.
I've never made a jambalaya.
What do you use roux for? I mean, I'm sure you use it for lots of things, but that's what I use it for.
Yeah, my friend's a Southern vegan chef, Mississippi vegan, and he makes gumbo, so he taught me how to do roux.
Is it? I guess I'm misspeaking. I think it is gumbo that has roux, not jambalaya.
Right.
So you're right.
I didn't know. I thought, gumbo definitely is roux-based. I didn't know maybe jambalaya was.
I mean, maybe it does.
But you're probably talking about gumbo if they're from, Oh, wow, look at that. Okay. And then maybe just a bit of a cilantro garnish.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Can you take a clean photo of it and then DM it to me?
I can.
Because that would be cool to put as the cover photo when I put this on Instagram. Oops, does that mean he logs off?
Did I lose you?
You just for a second. I mean, you could do it after if you want. Except you're going to eat it now. You're going to taste it, so make sure it tastes good for us.
Well, I got to eat it.
I know. Okay, never mind. It probably doesn't work. You can't multitask on the phone when you're live streaming. Yeah. It's okay. I think we lost him, but he'll come back. Gotta get that photo. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Julia, you're right. A mini tomato, a pop of red, or an edible flower. Uh-oh, I hope he comes back. Otherwise, we'll have to get the taste test in a second stream. Porter, come back. The funniest part is I don't know if you guys can even hear me. The whole thing frozen? Tell me. Whoops. Hello? We can hear you, not him. Okay, he'll be back soon. Hopefully. Maybe he's re-requesting. I'm adding you back in. Oh my God. Oh my God, come back. Okay, well, he'll come back soon and then hopefully we'll get a taste test. Is the second frame even in there or did he completely leave? Here, I'm gonna try to bring him. Stinking technology. Well, I can't even seem to add him. I had to take the photo. Okay. How do I bring you back in? Here. I requested you. Yeah. It's not working. There. Oh, God.
All right.
Crisis averted.
Apparently you can't go take a photo when you're on an Instagram Live.
There's some things that need to get fixed in the app. Okay, no worries. Okay, so it looks incredible. And before we wrap this up, we need the taste test.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited.
The thing is, you may need more sauce on top.
Oh, yeah. That is a question. I was just thinking that. Do I drizzle a little bit on top?
Yeah.
Then I have to take another photo.
No, it's fine.
Okay. Should I go get my professional camera?
Oh, my God.
It's funny because when I went off, I'm like, oh, no. She's asking a photographer to take this. So I'm like.
You're so funny. I know. I realized
moving it for the light. I'm like getting all around.
Yeah, I want to see that on your portfolio online.
I'm going in. Oh, the whole tower fell. See, if that was 2, that would be no bueno.
My mouth is watering. What about you guys watching?
Mine is.
Yeah. So we call this it's a green vegan paleo burger with habanero sauce and shaved Brussels slaw.
Whoa.
I think. Is it too bland?
I don't want to talk with my mouth full. No, the sauce makes it.
Nice.
The sauce really does make it. It hits like the habanero has a nice sweetness to it inherently. And then when we added that, it kind of cuts through the saltiness. Oh, that's a really nice combo.
Nice.
10 out of 10 would eat again.
Nice. And I think, the fattiness of the Beyond Burger is what really also complements all the stuff, right? Because
they are the best stuff to cook with. Because like you said, there's so much oil in there too. Yeah. And if you cook anything with it, it saturates in there. And it's my favorite to cook with.
Yeah. And if you just had Brussels slaw and I don't know, if we could have done something really nice with, say, whatever, a blackened piece of tofu or something. But I think in a pinch, these Beyond Burgers, they lend so much flavor to something. They give you that satisfying, satisfying thing, the umami, the whole thing. So
there's a whole lot of layers in this. This is really nice.
Nice. Cool.
Yeah. Thank you for this. I learned stuff too.
Yeah, I'm so glad. That's kind of the point. So will you guys do you know if you're going to get to do live shows later this year? Is there a plan, or you kind of
we're doing everything we can possibly do to safely be able to have shows again. Yes. That's why we're doing these kind of acoustic things. I don't think we finished that earlier. We're doing that just because it's the only thing we really can do at the moment. We could play in a park to people spaced out, but it's kind of weird. So we have it in the works, and we have something coming, and I would just say keep your eyes peeled without saying anything, but saying something, if you know what I mean.
Now, is there anything else you could tease about the event is it Friday you're streaming? Who's coming by? Who are the special guests, or is it all?
I'm gonna leave that to surprise. Oh. I like keeping the mystery around that. But we got some really fun people. Well, it's going to be a really, really good time.
Because I saw you just did something with Silverstein.
We did, yeah, yesterday. We went on their Twitch channel and kind of hung out with them for a bit. They're such good dudes. I really, I forget how much I enjoy their company. And that guy, Charlie, that I was talking about, I work with NutriBullet, my best friend the last 20 years, he's really good friends with Bill and Silverstein, the bassist. Not connected through me.
Yeah.
It's really, really funny. So
Yeah,
We're deeply connected, and they're good human beings.
they're like part of my, youth too, because we're all from Toronto. So,
I
um,
love Toronto.
yeah,
I
well,
really
we're
do.
not exactly from Toronto, but same scene. So
Yeah.
I even like listening to your new music. I didn't even realize Silverstein had new music. So I was like on YouTube going down this whole rabbit hole of like,
Did you listen to their new song Bankrupt?
yeah,
That song is crazy good. It's
but
like wildly good.
I was stoked. I was like, it was just like a fun, like obviously, I wonder how it feels to you though, because for me, it's like nostalgic to talk, like to see New Silverstein, also to even like talk to you and like talk about Atreyu. Like I never thought that my old world would collide with my new world, but like for you have to have done this for over 20 years. Like, I guess I don't know how
Yeah,
to
it's not
ask the question.
nostalgic for us.
No, I know, but like I don't know what the question is, but it just must be a total trip to see like the evolution of this entity, your family, your band,
Yeah,
like the iterations, the hairstyles, like you know what I mean, the music
it's true.
styles, like
Everything was flipped at one point. Um, no, it is. It really is. And that's something that like our band especially has tried to do throughout our career is challenge ourselves and grow. Like we don't write the same song twice, you know? We like to eat lots of foods, not just pizza. You know, there's lots of stuff to eat out there. Why would we write the same song or eat the same thing, you know? And so I think on this record, I know on this record, this is the best we've ever sounded. And this point in my musical career, 17 years in with this band, is my favorite point of being a musician. And it truly, truly is a wonderful thing. There's Carl.
Carl.
Hey, Carl! There's
He
definitely
just wants
someone
to be
coming to the
on the
door right now.
stream. He just wants to be
They
on the
do.
stream.
They want to steal the show, you know?
But is it kind of been like you also took a hiatus, which I'm sure refreshes things, and like now you've got like you flipped the band in terms of your drummers. Now you're in the front,
Yeah,
not in the back. Like it's cool. Like you're you kind of are like a new band, and I think when you shed your skin like that and you can evolve like that, that's why you can last over 20 years. Otherwise,
for
that's why so
sure.
many bands break up, so many bands go away because they aren't maybe as open as you guys have been to like change.
No, it's definitely taking the hiatus was a big boost for us as human beings, first off, which then leads to a better band. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, these guys had been in the band since they were 16 years old, you know? I joined in 2004 when I went to school in Orange County to be a graphic designer. So I had a little bit of myself outside of the band,
Right.
but like once we stopped, you know, we all kind of like went off and did our own things, like started companies, started other bands. I went and filmed a movie in Ethiopia. I filmed movies in Iceland and Chernobyl and Scotland, and I traveled a lot and worked in the graphic design field and realized I hated it. So I definitely made the right move by being in a band. Um, but no, like, and I made a pledge when we came back. Like, I didn't think I loved this.
Mm.
I liked writing music. I liked the idea of, you know, putting out an album. I didn't think I missed playing shows until September 11th, 2014. It's hard to forget that date when we played in Chain Reaction in Orange County. And played that first song and I'm like, oh, this is a massive part of me. And
Mm-hmm.
it's been this hole in my life for the last 3 or 4 years. And I made a pledge that day. I was like, I'm never going to take this for granted again. So every single show I have ever played, and you know, this last year and a half off has only cemented that even more. But every show I give every single amount of my energy and presence. And I am there in the moment, connected to the people that have been kind enough to reach in their pockets and support our band and buy a ticket to that show. It means genuinely the world to me. And so we love and respect everyone that really has supported us over the years and grown with us over the years, you know?
Yeah. Well, that's so sweet. I think that's the perfect thing to sort of end this on. You're on this new journey. So the album Baptized comes out Friday. If anyone's new to meeting you, I hope they check out Atreyu. You've got a whole archive of music to go back and listen
We
to.
do. We do. I
Um,
would start in reverse chronology. No, yeah, start from now and then go backwards.
yeah.
The other way around might be jarring.
Yeah, totally. It's just totally different, but it's great. I'm happy to see you guys are still kicking it and having fun and reinventing yourselves.
Thank you.
Yeah,
And thanks for having us on this. Like, this is honestly, it's really fun for me to do. And I
Absolutely.
just want to keep eating this thing.
Yeah,
but I
well,
don't
I
want
want
to
you to eat your
stuff
dinner.
my face on camera.
Yeah, before you go to rehearsal. Give us one more look. Give the people one more look at the dinner we made together.
Oh, I massacred it, but
That's okay. That means it was delicious. Look at that, guys. Beyond Burger, shaved Brussels, creamy habanero sauce, grilled onions. Mmm.
it is
Okay,
so good.
Yes, thank you for your time, and
Thank you.
we'll see you on the internet.
Let's do this again sometime. I like learning.
For sure, yeah. Okay, enjoy your sauce journey too now.
I will. Thank you.
All right.
All the best.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.